Alright, what is up, boys? So today we're back with another video. And this is going to be a good one because this is on the newest update that is going to be released in UFC 5. And as you can see on screen, the update is coming tomorrow, February 8th, which is a Thursday. So yeah, let's get into what they've added, what they've fixed, and what they've probably broken even worse. But yeah, and see who they've added. So yeah, here it says, greetings. February patch has arrived and is headlined by three new fighters added to the roster. Macy Barber, number 6 ranked women's flyweight. Bryce Mitchell, number 10 ranked featherweight. And Joe Pfeiffer, who's unranked. It says this update includes increased stamina cost for blocked, missed, and evaded strikes. We continue to monitor stamina feedback and make incremental adjustments as needed. Improvements have also been made to the ground and pound striking, tracking, and the AI in stand-up, submission, and ground and pound situations. We are prioritizing working on the takedown bailing on a takedown and switching to a clinch position instead, and submissions via ground and pound for future gameplay and updates. So just briefly going through that there. Apparently, we'll get into it a little bit more, of course, scroll down into the more detail, but just to sum that up, double bails aren't fixed, or going to be fixed tomorrow. Ground the pound straights shouldn't track anymore, and as well as that, yeah, stamina is nerfed now to what obviously degree we'll get into now, but here we go. So Joe Pfeiffer will be added tomorrow on the update. 96 he has 4-star, 96 punch power, 92 kick speed, and 93 kick power. So a nice addition to the middleweight division. Nothing that will be meta off the bat, but hopefully he improves throughout his fights and we get a nice little new middleweight added to the mix. And then of course Bryce Mitchell, and yes, he does have his camo shorts, Tug Nasty, 4 stars. He has 94 takedowns, 96 top game, and 94 submission offense. So yeah, lethal all around. And then yeah, so obviously happily has the camo shorts, but then to get into it, Macy Barber, the future, 93 punch speed, 93 punch power, and 94 ground striking. Not going to be used too much, but it does also say 10 a.m. PT lunch downtime none. So yeah, Pacific Standard. I don't know. I believe that may be like similar to Central. So that should be for people in Ireland and the UK. That should be around 4 p.m. I believe. Might be 5 p.m. depending, obviously, like I said, I'm not familiar with Pacific. I'm sure it's similar to one of them. But yeah. Then let's get into it. New UFC 298 Fight Week challenges and new alter egos will be added on February 13th to 2024. So they will be added next week, not this week. Similar to how we got it last patch as well, where we got an update and then we got Jose Aldo and Robbie Lawler and Andrei Arlovsky the week following. Then striking. Increase the short-term stamina cost of blocked, missed, and evaded strikes in the stand-up. The long-term cost is also increased, even though its ratio stays the same. The math for the increase is a bit nuanced, but here is a before and after example of what a strike would cost 10 stamina on a clean hit. It says 10 to 10. So if you hit your opponent, so yeah, if you hit 50 strikes pre-patch on your opponent and you hit 50 after, gonna be no stamina difference. Block strikes go from an 11.5 to 11.75, which seems like a very, 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 very minor change. And yeah, 0.25 change seems very minor. Missed strikes 17.5 to 18, which also seems extremely minor, just given the fact how completely busted stamina is at the moment. These stamina changes don't seem like they're going to be too big. And then evaded strikes 26.5 to 27.5. So it obviously pays off to be able to kind of slip your strikes, lunge strikes, and stuff like that. And then it says fixed an issue with ground and pound strike tracking. So hopefully the straights in ground and pound, as I was talking about once, does not track you any longer. And reduce the damage of full guard posture up strikes to the head by 20%. I think that's a positive change, but I do believe maybe they could have just went around it, that it each strike takes a little bit more stamina, like short-term stamina, so that it won't be as long. But yeah, still not the worst. It is obviously a positive change. I think full guard was too overpowered. But saying that now, no position in the, kind of grappling is very useful except top mount. Side controls ruined. Half guard, not very good. Obviously full guard now nerfed. So yeah, unfortunate obviously. It is positive in that sense, but also then when you look at the whole grappling, seems like grappling as a whole is just being kind of taken down a notch. Reduce the frequency of leg kick checks, but yeah, who cares about AI? And then in grappling, AI again, increase the differences in submission tactics between different fighting styles. For instance, fighters focusing on the ground and pound will more likely use submission attacker transitions to get to the ground and pound positions. And then it says fix the camera issue on Leighton Oils against pulling guard. So yeah, I believe that's when you kind of got double bailed and somebody went for a pull guard and then the camera angle was spinning around. And then it says miscellaneous additions and updates. New vanity rewards, updated online career, fix Bobby Green's stance, fix the variety of visual glitches in Store tab. Nothing too big, fixed a couple crashes, but that's it. Overall, extremely disappointing in my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments. I obviously think some things just to name off now that they could have changed. Let me actually just go to something I'd kind of tweet out. I think there is a lot more stuff on top of this that could have been changed. But just to read out, as I said, a couple things that I was highly disappointed had not been touched in this patch were obviously pull straights and slip straight counters doing very little to no damage in this game. And as well as that, standing strikes, the tracking on them is still very busted. So you try and slip an uppercut, you get tracked. You try and pull a hook, you get tracked. You try and pull an uppercut, you get tracked. Even when you try and duck strikes, head kicks, ducking roundhouses, straights, you get tracked a lot. And that was something that they apparently tried to fix in the last patch, but obviously not to great avail. Double bailed obviously untouched. I've kind of spoken about that. And then hit reactions untouched. This one being obviously when you're in you're hitting your opponent and you hit reaction them, or you hit your opponent and they have kind of no reaction to it whatsoever. That happens way too frequently in this game, and it happened a lot more in UFC 4, and it was a lot more balanced. And also, you could time strikes really nicely to be able to kind of stop your opponent's combo in its tracks. If they were throwing a 4-piece and I hit them with a really nicely timed jab hook in between their strikes, it would hit reaction them and stop them. But yeah, in this game it doesn't happen near enough, especially on body strikes too. So you'll notice you tagging your opponent's body and you think maybe they'll get a hit reaction here and they won't be able to uppercut me, but no, they can just kind of punch through the body shots no matter how badly you beat up their body. So it's unfortunate. So yeah, let me know what you think should have been added, should have been fixed, should have been taken away, and what you hope for the next patch. And what do you think of the stamina change and how you think it'll affect the game? But yeah, that'll be me. I appreciate you all for watching once again. Subscribe if you haven't already, like and turn on the notification bell as well. And yeah, once again, appreciate you all for watching. Peace out.